Alright, so I'm back, and today we'll be looking at Whirl. As you guys saw, he's the one I picked up on my last Transformer hunt. Yeah, pretty happy I finally found him. He's been, eluding me for a while. So here he is in his helicopter mode. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's more, kind of reminds me a lot of, like the back end kind of reminds me of like Blackout, from the movie, and then the front end, more like an Apache helicopter. It's really cool. I really dig this helicopter mode. It's got like a thruster there. Back propeller spins very freely, very well. Top propeller also spins fairly well. Ow. Yeah, so it does what a helicopter does. It doesn't have any kind of fold-out landing gear, so it just kind of sits there. But yeah, all in all, it's pretty solid little helicopter mode. I do mean little. I mean, this doesn't feel much like a Voyager to me, to be honest. He feels kind of small. Here he is next to the Seeker mold here. You can see, you can kind of see what I'm meaning here. From tail to tail, the nose of the jet comes up to about here on this thing. So he's honestly, he's not that much bigger. He's got more bulk to him, that's for sure, but he's not much bigger than the Seeker mold. I'm okay with that, but I know a lot of people probably wouldn't be. You know, when you buy a Voyager, you expect a Voyager. So, does this open? It looks like the cockpit opens here. We're gonna find out. It does. There's nothing in there, but it does open up. So yeah, there's not a whole lot really to show off in this mode. He does come with 4 different guns, and let's see here. Like this one's got 5mm port. This one's got 2 5mm ports. This one's got 2 5mm ports. This one does not. They all have the clip system. So 3mm clips, and let's see here. This guy's got a clip on the bottom, so you can actually clip guns together. This guy's just got the clips. This guy's got clips, plus this one also has that port system there. So yeah, you can really do anything you want to with these guns. And he's got the clip system here. This railing here will fit any clips. Here, I believe. Let's see, can I fit a gun on that? Yep. So back tail fin, it's got a clip. And then again on this side here, and then he's also got the 5mm ports here, and here. So I mean, really, you can just arm him up any which way you want to. I mean, you can just I'm just kind of slapping them on here, but really you could just do whatever you want to with these things. I mean, they go anywhere, clip on just about anything, so it's pretty cool. I do dig that. That he's able to get really armed up real quickly. Excuse me. Now he does have this lame ass third mode where you pull the legs down and then you push them up, and then you'll flip out this heel spur here. And this is the third mode. It's like a gur walk mode. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. So we're gonna skip it. I hate that mode. It's just really stupid. It's cool that they added just this little slider thing, and that's it to make a third mode for him. I guess that works, but whatever. But to transform him, what you want to do here is you pull the foot down a little bit, and that will unlock this heel spur. You bring the heel spur down, then you can pull the whole foot down. Then this will rotate forward, and there's a little clip right here. That'll clip in underneath, in between the toes here, and it just clips. Nice solid clip there. And then you want to take the legs and bring it back like that. And it's on a nice ratchet on the top, and then a really solid ratchet on the top, and then a nice ratchet on the bottom. So just bring it back, and there you go. Now for up here, you want to pull the arms out, and they just kind of come down. And we'll come back to those in just a second here. Split this section up here, pull that out to the sides, get that out of the way, collapse the propellers together, pull this section down again, and then this piece will actually, it's really simple, but there's a lot of little hinges in here. But you want to pull this tail fin up and then hinge it so that it kind of goes up and in like that. And then there are two little slots inside these sections here that will clip onto that back tail fin on both sides. And then you can take this little propeller piece and just rotate it down so it's like that. And then you rotate the arms down, rotate them forward, flip this down, flip it forward, and then you just pull out his little claws. And they are on a dual hinge, so when you move one claw, both of them move. And do the same thing over here. And there you have Whirl in robot mode. And yeah, I think he looks really cool. I know a lot of people had complaints about him because he's some sort of cross in between the G1 toy and the IDW design, I think. But I never had the G1 toy. I never really desired it. And I never really read the comics aside from the few that came with some Transformers not that long ago. So I have no idea anything about it. I just know he's a wrecker, and one always needs more wreckers, right? So I'm very happy with him, the way he looks. Now, I suppose you could flip the legs around and use this as the front if you wish. Collapse that in, it'll look better. All the way until you get to the actual foot. But everything that I've seen has him like this, so that's how I'm gonna have him. Chicken legs and all. I'm not always a fan of chicken legs, but it actually works for him because he's a weird body type to begin with. Now I do have a major quality control issue on mine. And I don't know if this is common. I have never seen it. But then again, I don't pay that much attention when I watch reviews. I'm pretty sure his thighs are on backwards. Because in this mode, in robot mode, you can just see all the hollowness. Same thing on this side. And then when you look at the inside, it's all nice and smooth and metal. But this side is not. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to go this way or something. But at this point, everything is pinned together, so I don't see a way I could easily disconnect everything and flip it around. I'm pretty sure I can't, to be honest, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's not something that's going to destroy the figure, but I mean, I think it kind of looks ugly, and if that's the way they designed it, then that's stupid. They really should have just flipped that around, because it looks like it's the same thing, just on the other side. So I don't know. You guys, if you have Whirls, let me know if this is standard, because that's weird. Anyway, let's get back to the actual figure. Posability, his head is on a ball joint, so he gets a good range of motion there. Let's see. His antenna is articulated. I believe that's so his eye can kind of turn on and off type thing. Cool. Not entirely necessary, but cool. Anyway, shoulder is on a ball joint pin. So the ball joint's in there, and then it comes out to the shoulder, and this is on it's not a ball joint, but it's almost like a ball. It's got a swivel in there and a rotation. So it gets the shoulder gets a lot of range of motion there. It's pretty easy to get it caught up so that it doesn't move very well, but you can easily rearrange that. And it's also easy to put it in some weird unnatural pose too. He's got a swivel just above the elbow, double bend elbows, so he gets a good range of motion there. Like I said, the fingers or claws are on a dual joint, so it does rotate at the same time. Nothing at the waist. Hips go up, down, in, out. Swivels at the thigh. The elbow or the knees do bend. The more you straighten the leg out, the less of a knee bend you have. So there's that. Nothing really at the feet due to the transformation, how it all locks together. So yeah, he's a pretty decently posable figure. And I really like the way he looks. I'm not a fan of the quality control, but I'm not gonna or of these hips. If it is how it's supposed to be, then I would knock it a point. But since I think it's just quality control, I'm not gonna knock it anything. So for size comparison, here he is next to the Seeker mold, and he comes up to just about the top of the cockpit here. So he's definitely gains more bulk by going into robot mode than he did in vehicle mode. Again, he's got all these guns, and you can really just put them wherever you want to. He can just arm up. This one's cool because you can actually close the claws up and clip it over his hand, so it's like he's got a rocket launcher for a hand. And then you just kind of find places to put everything. And you can really make this guy look really mean. And that's why I wanted him, is because he's a fucking wrecker. And I like my wreckers. I like Decepticons better. but I love some wreckers. So, and let's throw a couple other size comparisons in here. Here he is with the Voyager Springer. He comes up to about mid-head Springer there. So, pretty good. Pretty good there. And twin twist and topspin. Little record crew going there. So yeah, all in all, the Gur walk mode or whatever you want to call it is stupid. Absolutely ridiculously stupid. The helicopter mode's pretty awesome. I do like it. Transformation from helicopter to robot is a little bit more on the it's got some good engineering is what I want to say. It's got some different engineering to it. I do enjoy transforming him. He's fun to mess with. He could have been a little bit more complicated, and I think the chicken leg thing, it's okay, but at the same time, I would have been also just happy with regular legs. So, but all in all, I'm gonna give him I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I think he's a pretty solid figure. He's not like, and you know. This is one of those times where I'm going to be honest and I'm being a little biased because he's not a character I know, and I'm not very familiar with him or his design, so I can't really judge him, and he has no real anything to me. I mean, the same goes with these two, but the big difference is that these two are absolutely amazing figures, and he's a good figure, but he's not as good as these guys. And I really like the Springer mold, so I think the Springer mold would beat it for me too. But I think 8 out of 10 is a good score. That's really the best I could give him. And like I said, unfortunately that is me being a little biased because I don't know who he is really. But he is a great figure. I do recommend picking him up. And if you guys have knowledge of the character, you know, and he does you justice, then great. Even more reason for you to pick him up. But as far as I am concerned, he's a good figure. He's just going to stand on my record shelf, and I don't even have a record shelf yet, but the records are starting to come together for me. So yeah. Transformers, Generations, Voyager, Whirl. I don't think he was worth all that emphasis everybody put on him. Like, oh man, this figure's great, and everyone's rushing around trying to find it. I mean, I even got into the hype looking everywhere for him, and now that I have him, it's like I'm about as thrilled with him as I would be. Any other new figure that I didn't have. I'm trying to think of a good example, but I can't off the top of my head. But I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad figure or a bad character or anything like that. I'm just saying I could have waited for him without looking for him on almost a daily basis, and I would have been just fine. You know, I was like, you know, trying to buy him online, you know, and I heard the Hasbro toy shop had him in stock, and I rushed on to the website, and it was out of stock, and I was upset, and I don't think he's quite that good. Rhinox would be better, a better one for that for me. But anyway, Transformers Generations Whirl, he is a good figure. I do recommend him.